The Legend of the Weeping Angels. It was an old legend passed down through whispers, never written, only feared. The weeping angels, cursed statues frozen in time, until you looked away. Some dismissed it as an urban myth, a ghost story meant to scare children. But in the small town of Ashwick, nestled between dense forests and forgotten ruins, the legend was anything but a story. Elliot Grayson had always been skeptical. He was a journalist, a man of facts, not of folklore. When he heard about the mysterious disappearances surrounding the abandoned St. Maria's Chapel, he saw an opportunity. A haunted church, vanishing people. It was the perfect tale to expose as nonsense. Armed with his camera and a flashlight, Elliot ventured out just before dusk. The chapel loomed ahead, its Gothic spires clawing at the evening sky. The air was thick with the scent of damp stone and decay. The legend claimed the weeping angels resided here, scattered among the graves, blending in with the other statues. His boots crunched over dead leaves as he approached the entrance. The heavy wooden doors were slightly ajar, creaking as they swayed in the wind. Inside, the air was colder, pressing against him like unseen fingers. The light from his flashlight danced across the pews, illuminating dust particles suspended in the air. Then he saw them. A row of angel statues lined the church walls, hands covering their faces. Their stone bodies were cracked, worn by time, but their presence sent a shiver down his spine. He swallowed hard. They were just statues. Raising his camera, he snapped a photo. The flash illuminated the space for a split second, and then he swore he saw it. A shift, a blur in the corner of his eye. He snapped another picture. The nearest angel had moved. Just an inch, barely noticeable, but it was enough. His heart pounded. It had to be his imagination. He turned, forcing a chuckle. "Nice try," he muttered to the empty room. Click. The sound made his breath hitch. His camera had taken another photo on its own. He looked at the screen. The angel was closer. A scraping noise echoed behind him. He spun around. Another statue had moved. Its hands no longer covered its face. Its mouth was open, frozen in a silent scream. He stumbled back, knocking over a pew. The flashlight flickered. Click. The camera screen flashed, an image of an angel lunging forward, its stone fingers inches from his face. He turned and ran. The church doors were farther than they should have been, the room stretching, warping. He swore he heard the sound of stone scraping against stone. He didn't dare look back. He reached the doors and shoved them open, bursting into the night air. His lungs burned as he ran toward his car. He fumbled with the keys, hands shaking, before finally unlocking the door. He threw himself inside and slammed the door shut. Breathing hard, he checked the rearview mirror. The church loomed in the distance, silent. The statues hadn't followed. Maybe it had all been in his head. Then he saw it. A single angel standing just outside his window, closer than before, its arms outstretched, reaching. The headlights flickered. Click. Darkness. The next morning, authorities found Elliot's abandoned car. The door was wide open, the driver's seat empty. His camera sat on the dashboard, turned on. The last photo taken showed an angel statue, smiling.